IELTS uses a number of tasks to assess the reading proficiency of test takers. This is an example of a short answer question. Short answer questions test whether you can find factual information such as names, times, or places in the text. The answers do not necessarily come in passage order. Therefore, you need to check above and below the previous answer for the next question. It is very important to read the instructions carefully to see how many words you can use. Each multiple choice question has 4 alternatives as shown in the example. These questions usually require detailed reading of 1 or 2 paragraphs, so they are time-consuming. It is recommended that you complete multiple choice questions at the very end of the reading test, after completing all the other questions. If there is not enough time to complete this task, it's a good idea to select B, as this alternative is usually the right one. This is an example of a sentence completion question. This task focuses on specific information. It is very important to start by underlining the key words in the question. This will help you understand what information you need to find in the text. There are usually some words in each question that are the same as those in the passage. You can scan the text for these words to find where the answer to each gap can be found. You need to read 1 or 2 sentences in the text to complete sentence completion questions. In this type of task, you must complete the sentence with words taken directly from the text. You cannot use your own words. Gap-filling questions are also used in notes, summary, diagram, flowchart, and table completion tasks. As shown in this example, when you complete these tasks, you need to pay attention to the number of words you are allowed to use. You must also copy words exactly as they are written in the text, because spelling and grammar are checked in the IELTS reading test. This is an example of a heading task. You are given a number of headings and you have to select the right heading for each paragraph. There are usually more headings than paragraphs. To answer heading exercises, you should read all the headings carefully and analyze whether they differ from each other. After doing this, you need to read the first 2 or 3 sentences of each paragraph and select the appropriate heading. If you read more than 2 sentences, you will be exposed to new ideas and will simply get confused. You should not use the same heading twice. Another type of matching exercise is the sentence matching task. This task gives you the beginning of a sentence and asks you to choose the correct ending from a list in a box to complete the sentence. The finished sentence forms a paraphrase of an idea in the passage. To complete this exercise, you should choose the key words in the question to locate the idea in the text. Following this, you should read 1 or 2 sentences in the passage very carefully to understand the idea. Finally, you read all the alternatives given in the box and select the right one. With this type of task, the questions come in passage order. True, false, not given, or yes, no, not given, is another type of task commonly used in the IELTS reading test. This task tests your ability to scan for specific information as well as identify main ideas. True, false, not given questions look like this. It is very important to understand the difference between false and not given. The answer is false when the information expressed in the statement is the opposite of that presented in the text. The answer is not given when the information expressed in the statement is neither confirmed nor contradicted in the test. It is recommended that you complete true, false, not given questions at the very end of the reading test, after completing all the other questions. If there is not enough time to complete this task, it's a good idea to go for not given, as this alternative is usually the right one.